white bush. I'm so high and so dry, I'm way up in the sky. I got the road round, I can't come down, Jack. I'm mellow, I'm so high and so dry, I'm way up in the sky. The world seems right and I'm so light, Jack. I'm mellow, I'm gonna put my nickel in a slot machine and play my song and send off. I'm gonna strut, hey, Susie Q, cause I'm on a bender. I'm so high and so dry, I'm way up in the sky. I got my roots round, I can't come down, Jack. I'm mellow. Band to you here, TITUS TOMPKINS on all kinds of noisy percussion instruments, and Mr. Dan FURMAN, Dr. Dan on piano. I'm so high and so dry, I'm standing in the sky. Oh, some days I'm on a rampage, Jack. I'm mellow, I'm so high and so dry. Cause I'm on a bender, I'm so high and so dry, I'm way up in the sky. I got my roads round, I can't come down, Jack, I'm mellow. Hi. Good evening. How was everyone's Valentine's Day? Was it nice? Woo! Oh, nice over there. They had a good time. So here we are. This is Granny's Bloomers, Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. And all of these songs have been done before the 1950s. Pretty much. One was done in 1951, but whatever. And everything on the program today will be something that you can look up in your little glossary of dirty terms from the time. A lot of these songs are double entendre, got a little comedy in them, and very, very dirty. So we're going to talk about getting high, and we're going to talk about getting laid, and penises, and hot dogs, and cabbages, and butts, and prostitution, and all kinds of, yeah, good stuff. So that was the first song of the evening. It's from the 1930s. So the next song, Stan knows better than me because I can't read the finger. Oh, weed. So now I get to smoke my weed. Cheers. It's East Village anyway. It's East Village. Weed, weed, weed all day long. Hey, TITUS, I think I'm gonna send myself.
Oh, yeah?
What you gonna do, boy? I think I'm gonna vape up, Jack.
Yeah.
Weed all day long. and strong. Dreams come from my weed, honey, all day long. Weed, all day long. Puts my heart at ease in sweet dreams. Makes them somehow easy and neat. Oh, how that tea sends me. All fibers love them as rose. Love it good and strong. Dreams come from my weed, honey, all day long. What was I saying? All right, so I want to say thank you all for coming out in 26-degree weather. Thank you for getting on your clothes and getting in your car or train or bus and finding parking and doing what that is like in the East Village. And I greatly appreciate you being here, very more than I can say, really. Without you guys, there is no theater or cabaret or anything live at all. So thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Okay, so now we finished with the marijuana part. We were now high, aren't we? We're high. So now we're going to talk about sex. Drugs lead to sex. And this is sometimes, and this is a rock and roll song by somebody named Julia Lewis and her boyfriends. This was written and produced in 1950. And it's about a man who likes to come too soon. Come and see me, baby. Please don't come too soon. I say, come and see me, baby. Please don't come too soon. We got a date at 8, and it's only afternoon. The way you rush me, it ain't right. I know you just can't wait for tonight. Remember, love's like a mashed potato. If you eat it up now, well, you won't have it later. Come on over, but please don't come too soon. Impatient daddy, I know how much you care. Impatient daddy, I know how much you care. So, Papa, please take time, 'cause there's a lot of it to spare. You got 5 or 6 hours to kill. Try run up and down that same old hill. You know you tried wrestling, you get too many falls. Get a grip on your back and smack a few balls. Come on over, but please don't come too soon. To taste real fine. You're going too fast, you better take care. You might get a flat and you ain't got no spare. Save all your loving, conserve your power. If that doesn't work, then take a cold shower. Come on over, but please don't come too soon. Thank you. So that was Julia Lewis. Great song. So the next song is by somebody named Mary Jane West. Anybody know who that is? Mae West.
Mae West.
Thank you. Somebody got a prize back there. So by the way, there's an interesting story about you. You know how she became famous? It's very interesting. In 1928, I think, she did a show on Broadway, or nearby Broadway, called Sex. And she was promptly arrested for it the moment she stepped on the stage, and was in jail for a while. And that is what made Miss May famous. So here we go. This is another song about men moving slower. This guy would takes his time. My jumping rope, I just missed. A guy who takes his time, I go for any time. I'm a fast-moving gal that likes things slow. Got no use for fancy driving, wanna see a guy arriving in low. I'd be satisfied, electrified to know a guy what takes his time. A hurry-up affair, I always give the air. Wanna give any Russian gent a smile. I would go for any singer when condescend to linger a while. Who is qualified to be the guy what takes his time? I go for any time. A hasty job really spoils the master's touch. I don't like a big commotion. I'm a teacher for slow motion or sun. Why should I deny that I would die to have a guy what takes his time? There isn't any fun in getting something done if you're rushed when you have to make the grade. I can spot an amateur, appreciate a connoisseur at his trade. Who would qualify, no alibi, to be the guy what takes his time? Whoa. Beautiful solo. All right, so now we're having the sexy thing happen at the drink. I've got warmed up. How's the food? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Isn't that great food here?
Yes.
It really is. So this is another song. I sang this song, I was just talking about it backstage. And a place called Elkins, West Virginia, where there's a lot of blues, but they had never heard this song. They were like, where did you fucking find that one? So this is a really old song. This is actually recorded by somebody named Lil Johnson. Let it sink in. She was sang a lot of dirty songs, and her name was Lil Johnson. Thank you. This is the kind of thing this whole is. So this was a recorded thing. See, it takes a little while, and you go, wait a minute. Oh, that's what she's mean. That's what it is. So we don't really know her real name. So we only know is she's Lil Johnson. So a lot of women do record these songs, but they did it anonymously because they didn't want to be associated with filth. I guess it doesn't matter anymore because now I'm associated with filth. But she did this with somebody named Black Bob in 1932. Press my button, ring my bell. Got it again. Lil Johnson. Thank you, Lil Johnson. I'm telling you, these songs are crazy. All right, so this other song is a little younger. This is actually from 1933, so it's a little younger. This was recorded by, it was actually written by somebody named Wellesley Wilson, who's actually done a lot of these dirty songs, if you ever want to look that up. Or if you want any information on these songs, just let me know, or ask Jay for an email, and we'll tell you, and I'll give you the song lists. This was also recorded by Bessie Smith, one of the best versions of it by Bessie Smith. Of course, you know who she is, right? One of the most amazing blues singers ever to grace the stage and make music. So this is called Do Your Duty. If I call 3 times a day, baby, come and drive my blues away. When you come, be ready to play. Do your duty. If you wanna have some luck, give your baby your last buck. Don't come walking like a dog. Do your duty. I heard you said you didn't love me yesterday. Well, that's what Titus told me. I don't believe a word he says. He's the lightest man in town. Oh, babe, when I need attention at home, I just call you on the telephone. Help yourself, don't tell your friend Joe. Do your duty. Catch your mama stepping out. Do your duty. If you make your own bed hard, that's the way it lies. Tired of sleeping by myself, but you're too dumb to realize. Oh, babe, I'm not trying to make you feel blue. I'm just not satisfied with the way that you do. I gotta find myself somebody new to do your duty. Do your duty. Do your duty. Titus. You like him? Isn't he good? Yeah. Guess what he does? He plays the subways with this thing. So if you ever find him,
Give me all your money!
right, give him a lot of money. He makes more money than I do teaching voice. All right. Next song. Now, so we're in the sexual part of things. Yeah, did that. Okay, my history page is out. Ah, yes. Well, this is a song about a man that does take his time. Oh, a lot of time. It's by somebody named Trixie Smith, not Bessie Smith, Trixie Smith. When was it recorded? 1923. Do the math. How old is that, Robert?
97.
Thank you. 97 years old. That's why he's in the front for it. Do the math. with one steady roll. There's no slipping when he does take hold. I looked at the clock and the clock struck 1. I said, now Daddy, we got a lot of fun, but he kept rocking with one steady roll. My man rocks me with one steady roll. There's no slipping when he does take hold. I looked at the clock and the clock struck 3. I said, now Daddy, you're killing me. He kept rocking with one steady roll. My man rocks me with one steady roll. There's no slipping when he does take hold. I looked at the clock and the clock struck 6. I said, now Daddy, you know a lot of tricks. He kept rocking with one steady roll. My man rocks me with one steady roll. There's no slipping when he does take hold. I looked at the clock and the clock struck 10. I said, glory, amen. He kept rocking with one steady roll. He kept rocking with one steady roll. He kept rocking with one steady roll.
Preach, Reverend! Preach!
Can you imagine? No. Every woman in the room is going, no.
No one has time for that anymore. No one has time for that.
But how could you stand it? It would be broken. Pieces would fall off in the morning. There's one. Oh, there's one lip. Right.
There you go.
So these are all, speaking of that, these are all pretty powerful female type songs. We're waiting for, if you want to come back in March, this guy over here is going to sing about petting somebody's poodle all day long. Actually, the songs written for men are far more filthy. Wonder why? In the 1920s and 30s. Women were still trying to behave themselves and be ladylike. Actually, there's this old thing about if you're on the stage, you're a prostitute. There was always this kind of a thing about women on the stage until even recently. You had to be Mrs. this or Mrs. that. You couldn't be free to be on the stage because you were displaying yourself like a prostitute would in the red light district, which I'm not doing, but I could. Well, maybe I could in the past, but not today. So this is another song we love about smoking pot, called The Viper Blues. Everybody know what a viper is, right? Yeah, but it's also a pothead. Ah.
Yay!
Any potheads in the house?
Yay!
And you'll understand me. I dreamed about a reefer 5 feet long, not intense, but not too strong. You'll be high, but not for long. If you're a viper, I'm the queen of everything. I gotta be high before I can sing. Light a tea and let it be. If you're a viper, when your throat gets dry, you know you're high. Everything is dandy. You truck on down to the corner store, bust your mouth on a peppermint candy. Then you know your body's spent. You don't care if you don't pay rent. Sky is high and so am I. If you're a viper, when your throat gets high, you try to know you're high. Everything is dandy. Jog on down to the corner store. Bust your mouth on a peppermint candy. Your body's spent. You don't care if you don't pay rent. The sky is high and so am I. If you're a viper, when your throat gets dry, you know you're high. Everything is dandy. Just truck on down to the corner store and bust your mouth on a peppermint candy. Then you know your body's spent. You don't care if you don't pay rent. Sky is high and so am I. If you're a viper, Vipers all. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of the marijuana songs are really like this, aren't they? We did an entire show of it. Everybody walked out of here like, okay. It's very like this. That was by Rosetta Howard in 1937, the year my mom was born. Oh my God, life was a little different then. But marijuana was quite legal at that time. I don't know if you guys know that. It was legal until sometime in the late 60s, early 70s. It was legal to have in your home and use as much as you wanted because it was still being prescribed by pharmacists a lot for relaxation, anxiety, for glaucoma, for all kinds of issues that it's still used for medicinally now. All right, so here's another one by Lil Johnson. I'm gonna lift the mood. It's about a gentleman. If you looked in your glossary about what a Sam is, his name is Sam. Sam the hot dog man. Sells hot dogs. Dirty Minds over there in the corner. Does he eat them? Well, you'll see. Go around town looking for a man by the name of Sam. He's got good hot dog. Oh, he's got good hot dog. Oh, he's got good hot dog. Honey in his hot dog stand. Well, you can drink your coffee, eat your jelly roll, but if you taste Sam's hot dog, it'll satisfy your soul. He's got good hot dog. Oh, he's got good hot dog. Oh, he's got good hot dog. Honey in his hot dog stand. Sam makes a lot of money and he spends it fast. Women don't do nothing but sit on their yes, yes, yes and wait for Sam's hot dog. Oh, they wait for Sam's hot dog. Oh, they wait for Sam's hot dog. Honey in his hot dog stand. Yeah. Don't do nothing but sit on their gas. It said that. Wait for the hot dog. Yeah, they were waiting for the hot dog in a hot dog stand. I don't want to sing the words. They're dirty. There. That was too much for me. It was too much, I'm telling you.
It's better than Nathan.
Did Nathan have a hot dog? Did you eat Nathan's hot dog yet? She knows. She knows. She knows the difference between Sam's hot dog and Nathan's hot dog. Good girl. She was one of those women sitting on her. Yes, yes, yes.
We need to talk.
And we're talking about some more food right now. Because you guys are eating and I'm not. Well, you could be eating and I'm not. This is a song called Kitchen Man by Clarence William I. I always talk about Clarence William I because he wrote so many songs. He was quite a prolific composer at this time. His great-grandson was in Mod Squad in the 1960s, Clarence Williams III, yeah. So I have to pay rights to Clarence William III if I want to record the song. Good for them. This is called Kitchen Man. Madam Bucks was quite deluxe, servants by the score, butlers and maids galore, footmen at each door. Then one day Sam, the kitchen man, gave in his notice he's through. She cried, oh Sam, don't go, it'll grieve me if you do. I love his cabbage, crave his ham, crazy about his succotash. I can't do without my kitchen man. I'm wild about his turnip top, like the way he warms my chop. I can't do without my kitchen man. But he means too much to me, and you ain't heard the half. Oh, his jelly roll is so nice and hot, never fails to hit the spot. I can't do without my kitchen man. Like the way he warms my chop, never fails to make me hot. I can't do without my kitchen man. When I eat his donuts, all I leave is a hole. Anytime he wants to, well, he can use my sugar bowl. Oh, his bologna's really worth the try. Never hurts or fails to satisfy. I can't do without my kitchen man. Madam Buck. A little bit about some food. It's up to your dirty minds to decide, but not mine. All right, so that's the kitchen man. Yeah, some more food coming up. It's about meat. It's about the meat that the three different men in the song have, and what they do, and why they do it. And Dan and I are going to tell you about it. Dan loves the song, right, Dan? By the Swallows, really, in 1951. It ain't the meat, it's the motion that makes your mama wanna rock. It ain't the meat, it's the motion, it's the movement that gives it the stop. Well, I had a man who was awful thin, not much to him but bones and skin. The one thing about him I could understand, he wrapped himself around me like a rubber band. It ain't the meat, it's the motion that makes your mama wanna rock. It ain't the meat, it's the motion, it's the movement that gives it the stop. Now I had a man who was big and fat. Most don't like to see him like that, but I like to see him big and tall. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It ain't the meat, it's the motion that makes your mama wanna rock. It ain't the meat, it's the motion, it's the movement that gives it the sign. Come on, Dan. Mr. Dan Furman on that piano, Dr. Dan. It's a movement, right? It's the motion, it's the movement that gives it the start. Well, I had a boy living up the street, kinda young, but almost sweet. When he starts to rockin' me, he don't wanna stop. He makes his mama wanna blow her top. It ain't the beat, it's the motion that makes your mama wanna rock, rock, rock. It ain't the beat, it's the motion, it's the movement that gives it the song. Yeah. It's true. Is it true?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I don't know. Well, I don't know. What if you control the motion and the meat at the same time? Well, then see, everybody gets quiet.
That's when the goddesses have to take over.
That's right. The goddesses take over. How many? Thousands. The goddesses descend.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I was thinking.
I agree. They come in a little machine. I love it. I like how your mind works there, scientist. All right. I like it. Well, this is a new song for us. We've never done this one in public. We've done it in private. By the way, I didn't say who. I tell you the Swallows wrote that song. 1950. This one is about a dog. Just a dog. Just a dog. This is one of our oldest songs. This, by the way, is 96 years old. This was recorded in 1923. Am I right, Robert? Is that the right?
Still 97.
No, still 97. That's why he's here. Thank you. The mathematician in the front row. All right. So this is an interesting song by Rosa Henderson. Just about a little puppy. Think about the puppy. This little puppy. I'm not ashamed to say when I am wrong. I'm not ashamed to say when I am wrong, because I know the best of friends must part. So you came to me, you said my dog was yours. You came to me, you said my dog was yours. I'm not ashamed to speak my mind, because he may be your dog, but he's wearing my collar. I'm putting you right. He may be your dog, but it's me he'll follow when he wants. find him at my house every night. He may be your dog, but he's wearing my collar. How you gonna keep him home? I'm not ashamed to say when I am wrong. I'm not ashamed to say when I am wrong, because I know a lie can't stand up long. Down in my home, to lie is something strange. Down in my home, to lie is something strange. That's why I mean to tell you to your face. He may be your dog, but he's wearing my collar. I'm putting you right. He may be your dog, but it's me he'll follow when he wants good exercise. He might eat right off your hand, but you can make him bake like mama can. He may be your dog, but he's wearing my collar. How you gonna keep him home? Tell about that. But then he comes over here and does his tricks. He may be your dog, but he's wearing my collar. How you gonna keep him home? How you gonna keep him home? Cute. Yeah, a 97-year-old song about a little dog with a collar. Yeah, all right. You know what that means. I know what that means. You know what that means, right? You guys? Yeah. All right. So this is another song about food. We just took a break from the food, fed the dog with a hot dog, and now we're back in the food thing. Because we smoke pot and have munchies. So we're in the food thing for a while. This is called Sugar in My Bowl. This is another older song from 1931. Robert, how old is it?
89.
89. 89 years old. And Bessie Smith sang this first, and also Miss Nina Simone covered this beautifully, if you're interested in it. Beautiful. Yeah, that's right. Tired of being lonely, tired of being blue. I wish I had some good man to tell my troubles to. Seems like the whole world's cold since my man's been gone. I need a little sugar in my bowl. I need a little hot dog on my roll. I can stand a bit of loving, oh so bad. I feel so lonely, I feel so sad. I need a little steam heat on my floor. Maybe I can fix things up so they'll go. What's the matter, hot papa? Come and save your mama's soul. 'Cause I need a little sugar in my bowl. Doggone it, I need some sugar in my bowl. I need a little sugar in my bowl. I need a little hot dog between my rolls. You looking different, I've been told. Now, move your finger, drop something in my bowl. I need a little steam heat on my floor. Maybe I can fix things up so they'll go. What's the matter, huh, Papa? Come on and save your mama's soul, 'cause I need a little sugar in my bowl. I ain't fooling, I need some sugar in my bowl. Thank you. That's a great song. Love that song. All right, so we've talked about food. We've talked a lot about sweets now. So we had a little bit to eat and some dogs and some hot dogs and dogs that ate the hot dogs. So now we're going to talk a little bit about getting wet.
Yeah.
How important that happens to be, right? You can't do things dry. I mean, gotta get wet. Wait, what's she gonna do? What's that song? All right, I want to tell you about the song first, because it's good to know. And it's important for me that I've curated all these guys and done the research on these guys. This is by somebody named, this is a funny story, I have it written here, by Frankie Jackson and the Harlem Ham-Fats. Okay, so this is a dance song. We're going to do it a little slower, a little more different. But this was also recorded in 1933.
87.
87. There you go. And I wanted to say that this guy, Frankie Jackson, was an interesting man. He was first a vaudevillian. He was also a dancer, singer, composer. He also played the piano, and he also was a female impersonator. So he did that all through the 30s and 40s. And in 1941, he went to work for the Pentagon. Let's do the math. Just do the math. It's weird, right? Vaudevillian in the Pentagon. Okay, anyway, whatever. No, he's a clown in the way. That's exactly what I have to say. Vaudevillian in the Pentagon, 1941. Thank you, I wasn't going to get in there. All right, it's called Wedding. Farmer Jones had trouble with his crop. Couldn't get no rain, wet or not. Made stuff grow in the heat of the day. Farmer Jones, don't run away. Ask me my advice, here's what I had to say. You gotta wet it. Gotta wet it. Dampen so stuff can't grow. You gotta wet it. Wet it. Dampen it, farmer, you know. You gotta sprinkle it, dampen it, and let the good work go on. Well, your tongue feels parched, your throat goes dry. What's the first thing to the doctor? You run and cry. Wet it. Doc, wet it. Can't you wet it, please? Won't sprinkle it and dampen it so I can go right along. Yeah. He started doing something, folks looked at him. He said, babe, what must I do? He said, take my advice. He said, you gotta what? What? What's that thing, Bubba? Please, babe, you gotta dampen it, strangle it, whip it, slap it. You gotta sprinkle it and dampen it and let the good work go on. Well, if you get something good, dry and tight, I don't mean nothing that he had late last night. If you whip it and whop it, tell me too bad, Jim. The next thing he'll be tired of his dimming. Take my advice, even if you are short and slim. I said you better. What? Right now, I said. Baby, right now, you gotta sprinkle it and dampen it and let the good work go on. Oh, you gotta sprinkle it and dampen it and let that good work go on. hit really fast. So, this is another song about that kind of a thing. It's about grinding, an organ grinder grinding somebody's organ grinder.
That sounds painful.
Well, maybe. You know what? You guys are filthy enough. I'll tell the reason why. I'm gonna tell you why. I've had other audiences go, what? You see, when the first vibrators came out, they were sort of like an egg beater that went like this. So you turned them, and you're grinding an organ. It's true. It's really before they were electric. So this was, yeah, it's true. Now it's faster. I mean, knows this much better. So in 1928, Robert, 92-year-old song, again by Clarence Williams, the first. Okay. Yeah, what I have here. Well, you know a lot about him anyway, so we don't have to talk about him anymore. So we're gonna.
But is it really painful?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what I'll see what these words are. If I can get them out of my mouth, it'll be fine. All right. Yeah. Organ grinder, organ grinder, organ grinder, play that melody. Just take your organ and grind a while for me. Grind it north, grind it north, grind it north, grind it east or west. But when you grind it slow, that's when I like it the best. Organ grinder, organ grinder, you don't have to pass your hat around anymore, because you're the organ grinder that I've been waiting for. Yeah. Let's hear it from our musicians up here. Let's hear it. Titus Tompkins. Working hard up here, these boys are. And Mr. Dan Furman, Dr. Dan on the piano. Organ grinder, organ grinder, your sweet music seems to ease my mind. It's not only your organ, but it's the way you ride. Organ grinder, organ grinder, organ grinder, don't tell me you're through. Because if you're tired, Mama's gonna grind a while for you. Organ grinder, organ grinder, you can have anything you choose. If you'll just cure my organ of those grinding blues. So that's the show, guys. Oh.
Encore.
Encore!
You got, oh, he has all the songs in there, so we're good. All right, we'll give you some more. This song is by somebody named Lulu Barker. We've done a lot of shows in a lot of different places, and I had three budding burlesque people want to strip in a bar, a dive in Brooklyn, actually. Remember that? Some of you bet were there. It was fun. They were great, too. But they all wanted to do this song. This song was the song, oh, please, can I do that one? Because they just love it. It's a perfect stripper song. It's fun. Don't you feel my leg? Don't you feel my leg? 'Cause if you feel my leg, you'll wanna feel my thigh. And if you feel my thigh, you'll wanna go up high. So don't you feel my legs? Don't you buy no ride. Don't you buy no ride. 'Cause if you buy me some ride, you're gonna make me high. And if you make me high, you're gonna tantalize. So don't you make me high. You said you'd take me out and treat me fine, but I know there's something you got on your mind. Keep trying, you're gonna get hurt, and you'll wind up asking for this fine round flesh. Don't you feel my leg? Don't you feel my leg? 'Cause if you feel my leg, you're gonna feel my thigh. And if you feel my thigh, you'll wanna go up high. So don't you feel my legs? Don't you feel my legs? Don't you feel my legs? Thank you. Well, I'd like to sing more, but they're going to throw us out of the room. But thank you all for coming very much. Thank you for being here. Like I said before, very important that you're here. It's absolutely wonderful that you're here, and very important that you're here. And I really appreciate it, more than I can even say. Also, we have 2 other shows. We have, and we'll put more songs in, new songs. Right? I hope so, right? New song. On the 25th of March and the 28th of April, that you can check, or you can write us, and we'll tell you when they are, and if we're going to be at any other venues, you're more than welcome
The
to join.
25th of March, the 28th of
I
April.
said I get it wrong every time. 25th of March, 28th of April. Both of them are Saturdays. Both of them are 9:30. Bring friends, drink, have a
This
good
is the
time.
Granny Victory Tour.
Yeah, the Granny Victory Tour. Thank you all again. Have a good night. Have some sex. Have some pot. Have some rock and roll.